Gulistan channel gute last ka dina digrim jiskal ha gyat sangma la jule kazuk sangma thurgyu zinok tene talo gumarang tene laxse nanga Ladakh education fair ngistong ngishu chakni zerenjik tang chinjik ta nok laxsi tene le tang zong le na kargil zong niske tene yulka sose nanga chinjik ta nok yang ibo ma gya chinmil danika tene loptuk gunna tene phama yang tena chokla ex servicemen gunla tene izuk skapsi saleno gavena kena tiwa namsto gazuk sik yodna career base indo ya kena sujika kena lamston goshes yodo ga subject bonen goshano ga tene nga lopchan binanga ke nga gyala chache no te skola tene tiwa yodna teguni ka tiwa sala jache ya sujika tene nga ta skill development scholar sal yargas scholar tene jongdar lendo dio nate un gana ko zadnya chesino yang tena sola ata bank yang ngulzot khangunne tene gazuk tene ngata skul rox thop nyan chesino ive scholar tene tiwa za chesipia tene snami sna changse ika tene stol le degree college la feste tene sola kargil sangku tene sola zanskar teman pa tene ngata nubra degree college gunina i chos tadik jate tene ibo tene Ladakh ujung ngazde tene ngata thorim yuntan skori laskun se choksna tadik junjik ta no yang ibo dembe nang tene laxi nanga tene yang ma lasgul gangsanjik tene yuntan laskuns ujunga de choksna jate no yang ibe jaste tene mi ma mang pojiga phanto lebsa si tene ngata rewa chinmo no machatpe tene I tene strol gun manpa tene ngata ngimena tene ngata sungsha salkan khaspa tene lasna sosenanga tene khaspa gunis sungsha chala jate no space na tene dang tene lieutenant governor RK Mathuris ibe guzuk stemdel jate sting ne khaspa ma mang pojigis sungsha chala jate no kathwa magase se awadi ka sonam wangchu gun indo ya tena chokla dring tena ngata yang khaspa ma mang project skyote ivenanga tene trozing na khak lenin ji tano filmmaking indo media indo ya de man paten industries related indo tene mas nami isna chances kola tene sejun gun lenin ji tano ivenanga tene phama loptuk ine teman paten ex servicemen gaun kenna tene ju lasne kana zur la jang ten khonguni sang ive fantox danda lenin ji tano zik sang e degree me khaksik
Thank you, sir. Now I would request the students of EGM College to present the welcome song of this special event.
And also the new Sanku campus of GCC. I would like to welcome our chief guest, Honorable Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, Shri R.K. Mathur, who has joined us from UK. So thank you so much for launching the first Ladakh education fair. That in a good development model, the role of youth is most crucial. The issue of employment has been flagged on many occasions after we became a UT. At the same time, there are a lot of challenges related to employability in Ladakh. As per the latest India Skill Reports 2022, only 46% of youth are found to be highly employable. That is the national data. The remaining 54% of the youth have to be equipped with necessary skill sets if you want to make them employable. Ladakh is another unique challenge that our youth, they do not want to venture out of Ladakh for employability. Therefore, the focus of education in Ladakh has to be on employability, and that is what the Ladakh Education Fair focuses on. The fair will be focusing on 5 important components of education and employment: correct subject choice, scholarships, career guidance, skill development, and apprenticeship. Senior faculty and educationists will interact with the students in these 2 days regarding subject choice, the scope and expanse of each subject, and the career choices that they can make. Successful professionals from the field of defense, medicine, administration, performing arts, journalism, films, they have been invited to guide the students here and share their journey, experiences and learning. Information regarding various scholarships offered by the Government of India and the administration of UT in terms of REVA scheme will be also shared with the students of Ladakh in these 2 days. Consultant AICT.
And now, as a generalist, I'll touch upon the general aspect of education, particularly education as investment in human resources. Now, in my 40 years of service in the Indian Administrative Service, I never had the opportunity of heading an education department at the secretariat level. My experience about dealing with education has been indirect. At the state level as Chief Secretary, at divisional level as Divisional Commissioner, at district level as Deputy Commissioner, and at sub-divisional level as SDM. Now, but education is a different cup of tea. It's about, attitude development in schools and capacity development in college and university and research. Now, what is education? Which has been defined by William Butler Yeats. Some of you might have been familiar with this. He said, education is not about filling a pail, not about filling a pot. It's about lighting a fire that will destroy ignorance, and a light that will neutralize darkness. That is what education is all about. Now, education is not coaching for passing examinations, as many of us usually think. It is about development of mind and personality, generally. Now, education as an investment in human resource. Now, as I said, it's about investment in attitude development in schools and capacity development in higher levels. Now, investment in education is invisible. You know, as Albert Parvin Fellow in the Woodrow Wilson School of the Princeton University in 1979-80, I chanced upon a study report by American scholars, study about the returns on investment in education. This was a unique study, I think for the first time attempted anywhere. The result was absolutely stunning. Returns on investment in education was found to be 2.5 times return on investment in other capitals in the economy. But
I find that Chief Executive Councillor Kargil is present among us, and I welcome him to this function. I am told that CC Lay and Honorable MP both are out of station, they have not been able to attend. But I most heartily welcome Honorable C.C. Kargil for his presence here and for his continuous assistance, guidance in all of these matters. Present here is my senior colleague and respected colleague, Mr. Funsok. Thank you for your words of wisdom, for letting the students know from your experience, as a Ladakhi also, that what are the things that they must be looking at, they must be doing. Our Executive Councillor, Mr. Chosfel, is here. I welcome him. I am thankful to our Vice Chancellor, Mr. Mehta, for his presence, and of course, the entire effort has been made by Madam Padma Angmo, and I think it's a very good thought to be organizing such a function and such a workshop. I must exhort our students from all the 6 campuses who are present there that this is a unique and a new opportunity which has been brought your way by the Higher Education Department, and you must make full use of this fair, which is focusing on several things as has been mentioned by Madam Padma Angmo, but I would just summarize that the education fair is a fallout of what I have been saying repeatedly, that Ladakh youth is our future. Whether it is a job, a government job or a private job or entrepreneurship, the future Ladakh will come out of our young boys and girls. I had also mentioned in my Independence Day speech that among the states which are somewhat remote, the unique thing about the students of Ladakh is that they want to come back to Ladakh, they want to contribute to Ladakh, they want to enrich Ladakh, and therefore I see great hope for Ladakh that young people, young boys and girls of Ladakh have put their faith in the future of Ladakh. And this is indeed a very great sign, a very positive sign for the society in Ladakh, for the economy of Ladakh, and therefore I wholeheartedly applaud our students for their efforts and for their attitude. It is in this context that I have been saying that one of the prime objectives of the administration is to focus on youth, how to help them in getting a job, in getting a private job, in getting scholarships and so on. Because there has been over the years a great neglect on these aspects. I would like to repeat what Madam Padma Angmo mentioned, that this fair aims at several things. First is, of course, career counseling. Second is on scholarships. Third is on skill development through the presence of at least 9 skill councils have been invited. Fourth is through apprenticeship programs to which you would be introduced by perhaps banks and insurance companies and so on, and other public sector undertakings. And lastly, about education loans. So these are some of the aspects which we thought would be important for our youth. And so far as scholarships are concerned, already Ministry of Tribal Affairs, Ministry of Minority Affairs, some of the schemes of UT Ladakh, AICTE scheme of PMSSS, all of these are already available to the students, but sometimes we do find that there are delays, sometimes there are less understanding, but on the whole, I have found that after constitution of UT, the much larger number of students are availing of scholarships under these schemes, and that is a very healthy sign from our point of view. For career counseling, experts from the fields of education, defense, health services, administration, performing arts, films, journalism, wildlife conservation, several successful entrepreneurs, they have been invited, and I am sure that they would be able to help you choose which field you should go into, because I believe that for students this is one of the critical decisions, and generally they are at a loss at that age, that what is the future, what is the professional education that they should receive. I would only like to make one point here. I have been saying repeatedly that we have to look at the directions of growth in Ladakh. The primary direction of growth in Ladakh would come out of the primary sector of the economy, which means agriculture, horticulture, floriculture, animal husbandry, fisheries, etc. Now, I find that these areas, and that is my suggestion for your consideration, that these are the areas which would contribute to the future economy of Ladakh, and therefore when I am choosing a career, when I am choosing to stay back in Ladakh, I should be
के साथ में ये भी है कि कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट में बैंक का टाइप
वो भी
वो तो
सबको नहीं मिलेगा।
डिपेंड करेगा, जितना प्रोफेशनल होगा उतना ज़्यादा मिलेगा।
आप किसी के साथ टाई अप करो ना, बीजे में तो इतना पैसे
mana kuma macho daga pertandingan China gala ही select करो अगर वो चुना ना पहले गला तो उसने फॉर एग्जांपल 10 टिकट कर सकते हैं 10 गला कॉलेज और ऐसे झूले झूले बेस्ट काउंसिल ऑफ इरांडा हाउस
Chishena,